Peace, welcome to another episode of Inner Divinity. I'm Saira Embra, the High Priestess woman. That's a direct translation from Hebrew and Arabic. And also Spanish. In Spanish, Embra is woman or female. And so that's the meaning behind my name. Right now I'm peeling the orange and it's reminding me of the nuance behind the skin, this outer layer. Imagine this outer layer of the orange peel to be the mask that you show to the world. And as you have deeper relationships, then you'll show maybe the inner lighter lining within yourself, and then maybe you'll even get to the foreskin of the actual meat of the fruit, or maybe you'll even get towards the core. Bite into it and you get to the seed. That's how relationships with outside people work. Think of giving someone your seed as your heart, the innermost core of you. However, how do you relate to yourself? When we're showing that mask towards the world, what are you showing within yourself? What are you trying to hide? What are you fearing that will come out? The truest part of you, the most authentic version of you, the juiciest part of you, your fruit is for you first. Your gift, your craft, your creativity is for you first. So, by shifting my perspective, especially with content creation, sharing my voice, writing more now, speaking to the camera, and aligning with other humans on the opposite end of this video that are viewing what I'm sharing, like you. And I'm so grateful that I live in a time frame in this reality, in our existence, that we have found each other, and this medium is something that we can use. Like that in and of itself is like powerful to me. And so if I haven't gone to my heart, to the seed within me, how can I really share something meaningful, honorable, true on a soul level with you? And you'll feel it. You feel when someone's not being authentic. You feel when someone's being distant. You feel when someone's being closed off. However, why is that not as noticeable when we are closed off to ourselves? When we are creating distance within ourselves. And that's the thing, our ego is really good at playing hide and seek. Like, the ego will have you thinking you're the one hiding, and then finding out that you're actually the one seeking as well. And you're really just looking for yourself, and you're also hiding from yourself as well. So you're playing a one-man, a one-woman game of hide and seek. When you're here to bear fruit, when you're here to be in the open, be yourself, And being yourself, yes, can feel and seem really vague. But it's like, being yourself is knowing what you stand for. What are your values? Knowing what your energy is, what your triggers are, what your deepest desires are, what aspects of you are resistant to certain things. What is the outskirts of your egoic limitation? And the way that, just drinking a lot of water, the fruit is really having me like drain. That's really great. But what if you could be fully present with yourself and really know the boundaries of your ego, the self-imposed limitation? And the way that I find out this boundary that's invisible is by feeling the invisible. Where is this resistance coming up in regards to things I relate with in the world? Resistance with a loved one, resistance with a family member, a friend, or partner, resistance coming up because of an object or a situation with someone that I don't know as well, or resistance with money, resistance with a career path, resistance in any form or fashion is always giving me information. That abrasion is information. But our ego can trick us into believing that abrasion is directly going to harm us because we're wanting to preserve our life. And that's, everything is life preserving. But what the ego fails to remind you is that in preserving your life, you also have to accept the parts of yourself that you may need to destroy. Accept, then destroy. Disintegrate, let go of, let it fall off. But there's aspects of you that must make that transition, that must make that journey beyond, because you're incorporating more of your spirit in your earth form. Your home, your actual body, your vessel is your home. Oh, the drip. Oh, I would edit this out, but y'all know it's real. Y'all know it's real. So in traditional Chinese medicine, when you have a lot of water moving through your orifices, whether nose drip, urination, eyes, like watery eyes, that can mean that you're having a lot more yin fluid rushing through your body, detoxing you out. And literally, I'm eating a lot of water-based fruit. I have coconut water right here. Ooh. Oh, y'all. I should just get that right there. I have coconut water right here, some pomegranate juice, and then some alkaline water. And it's just really helping me flow. Yeah. So, our vessel, our SOMA, this is our first and foremost home. This is the home that we came here to earth for. We can build a material home out of brick, out of stone, out of mortar. However, it's only a physical manifestation of our original home, which is our body. And the way that our body communicates with our spirit, the invisible life force essence of us, is through emotions, is through our fascia, is through our chi flow, and how that life force flow affects different elements in our body, including our blood, including our nerves, that electric signal, those electric signals. And so that's why it's so important, and it's beautiful to see how the physical and the non-physical marry within us. how the emotional and the spiritual can marry. This is with acceptance, this is with awareness, and this is with love. But love must be backed with truth. If love is backed with lies, it's not really love. That's manipulation. And even you could manipulate yourself. You could gaslight yourself. And your ego is top tier at gaslighting you. That's why when other humans are operating primarily in their ego, they can gaslight and manipulate and do certain things because they're trying to control the outside world, control other people in this world, but they're not looking at their layers. They're building up their mask from the inside out, from the subconscious out. And that mask, that outer layer, it can be so rigid, so rigid. So here's a way that helps me move through egoic ups, because it helps me it helps ground my spirit and remind me that I'm more than this thing that I want to control. I'm more than the thoughts that keep coming to me, and I have a choice. Like, I always have a choice in the matter. Always. I have a choice in the matter. I am matter right now. I'm spirit, but I'm living through matter. So I always have a choice in the matter. As a spirit, on a soul level, we all know we have choice. A choice in the matter. That's powerful. You have a choice in the matter. So what do you choose? First, before you ask that question and seek an answer, what do you choose? How do you know you're choosing? That's really the first question. How do you know you're choosing? And then the second is, how does it feel internally before I make a choice? Creating space between a trigger and a response, a trigger and an action that's taken afterwards, or information, new information, and a response and the answer. They're one and the same, right? The chicken and the egg. Yet asking these three questions of how do I make this choice, what choice am I wanting to make, but also how does my body feel before making the choice, as I make the choice, and after I make the choice. So bringing your mental and emotional progress and progression into the same conversation with your physical body's progression. So whether you're working on expanding your muscles, increasing your flexibility or mobility, or just like loving on your fascia, relaxing your muscles and tendons, clearing out your digestive system. Whatever your intention is with your physical body, be mindful that whatever you're drawn to do with your physical body, you're also signaling to yourself that you may have to do that on an energetic, emotional, and spiritual level as well. They're one and the same. They're all connected, and as above, so below. So what choice are you going to make? With this intention, with this information, what choice will you make, and how will you be more aware of your say in this world, your world? The one that you could choose to show up 100% to, or just give it 10%, or just give it 50%, or just give it 90%. Whatever your capacity is, understand that that is your choice. You have that choice. You can honor your ability to choose and create accountability for the consequences, both positive and negative, of whatever choice was made. That's sovereignty. That's understanding that your inner state dictates the outer world, not vice versa. Not your outer state dictating your inner state. That puts us in the seat of sovereignty. That puts us in the seat of emotional freedom and mental wealth. Mental wealth, not mental health. Mental health has turned into something that's so analytical and keeps you in the mind. But mental wealth is understanding the holistic nature of the mind-body-soul connection. And that's what I love to share deeply about on my Substack. I highly recommend that you check out Inner Divinity publication, and you can learn more about this on my YouTube channel. Subscribe. We'll be speaking more about this mind-body connection and how emotional intelligence, but also emotional intention, is very powerful when we are wanting to free ourselves from this egoic matrix. I will see you in the next video. Peace.
I honor God when I